Hello everyone, so a few months ago I did a craft room tour where I had organised all of my crafty items into these shelving areas, and so then I went through each of them and showed you guys all of my items. Since then it has grown and I think I'm going to need even more space because it's just overflowing. So what I wanted to show you all now is all of the mess. Okay, so I've got these shelves here, and as you can see, everything is just cluttered. It's literally pouring out onto the floor, and on this section here, it's all just really messy. So I am in need of some serious organising. This bag here has got some items that I haven't even been able to put away because there's no space. And then also my desk, which I will take you to now. This is my desk. Seriously, the hardest place to work right now. So some really serious need of cleaning, organising, decluttering. So let's get started on some organising. So a lot of the time I get asked what do I actually do with my crafts. A lot of the time they just end up being stored wherever. Unfortunately they just get put away and they're just really waste. They're not really, used or utilised. Some things I do gift when I can. Some things I just actually put them around in my home as decor. Like here I've got my fairy gardens and another one displayed here. And then I've got my Easter spring bucket there and my 3-tier tray there. So I do, use some as decor around my home. So yeah, to answer the question, some are used as decor around the house and some are gifted. Some are just unfortunately put away like this because there's nowhere else to store them, and that's definitely something I want to change. And starting today, hopefully, I'm going to organise as much as I can to make space for things that I do want to keep. Some other things I try to sell, but unfortunately, again, there's not really somewhere that I can find to sell the crafts that I make, because shipping them, like this item here, I had a lot of interest in, but I just couldn't ship it because it's got sand in and all the pieces can just fall off. These are all secured, so that wouldn't be a problem if I bubble wrapped it. Sometimes I have seen people that sort of put soil and items like that in packets, and then you can just tell the person to put it together. So that is an option, but I haven't had any luck basically trying to sell my crafts because of the shipping problems. And locally, all you can pretty much do is put things on Shpock, and that's just not the right place to be putting, handmade items on, because people want them dirt cheap. So a lot of the times I've had to put items on for below cost price, so it's a total loss, and I only do that to make space for all the new things. The other option is giving your things away to the charity shops, and that's probably something I'm going to be doing this time round. So I've got a big box there, and I'm going to put in all of the crafts that I no longer want, and I just think that, they're not really suitable to gift, like the Halloween ghosts that I made up there. And that's what I'm going to be doing. At least you feel good because you're getting rid of things, you're making space, and someone takes it home, and you're also helping a charity. So I'm definitely motivated for all those reasons, and I'm happy to be doing that this time round. The other thing that I'm really guilty of is just saving things that you think are going to come in useful, and sometimes they actually really do. Like, I'm not even lying, but sometimes they just sit there and you have no idea when you're going to use them, and you kind of forget about them because there's so much stuff that just covers everything. So it's just so hard when you're a crafter because you just want to hang on to everything. Like I've got toilet rolls there, you know, there's so many crafts you can do with them. But I tend to lean towards more adult crafts, so I'm thinking, you know, I'm not really going to be using those because they're for kids crafts. I think that you just have to be really serious about this and sit down with yourself and just be strict on yourself and think, if I haven't used it in the last 3, 4, 6 months, then I'm probably not going to use it. And if I do need it, then I can always hang on to whatever it is, like jars or toilet rolls, and you know, for the next week or two when I've got a craft in mind, instead of hoarding onto it. So that's what I'm going to be doing now, try and reduce all of the things I'm holding onto that are just taking up much needed space. So I'm not going to bore you all with a come clean with me video, but I will sit down with you every now and then and explain and show you all a few things that I've done. This is the box I'm filling slowly. So I've got some boxes, a tissue and papers, some, you know, bottles that I think I've got enough of, so I shouldn't need that. I mean, look at the stuff that I hold on to, guys. I mean, is this a thing that crafters do? Please tell me that it's alright and I'm not alone. And then I've got a saucer here because I used a cup and I thought, you know, I don't know if I'm going to use a saucer. And then I've got like a top there from something that broke, so I'm probably not going to use that. And then this is like a frame from a lantern, and then a small lantern here, some more jars, just things like that, bottles. This was from a craft that I took apart. So all this will probably be put into the recycling, whatever can be recycled. The rest will be binned, and I don't think I can really sell or put anything in the charity shop from this. So still got to fill this up. And then I'm hoping to use this box for things that I will be taking to the charity shop. And here I've just thrown out all twigs and things that are just dead. I had one, you know, cactus that didn't survive. I'm really sorry, cactus, rest in peace, because I completely forgot about him, and he was doing so well for so many years, and I think because I placed him somewhere else, he just didn't make it. And then here on this table where I usually film, I'm setting up a few things that I might try and put on Spock. Spock is like an app where you can just sell things locally. So I might put these up here. I'm still going to put a few things there and then just take one big photo and try to sell it for like £3. So really, really cheap. It's literally just to get it out of my house, basically. But like crafty, arty stuff don't do well there. So I'm guessing whatever I put here will end up going to the charity shop. So I'm going to put it in that box that you guys saw. And then if it doesn't sell, you know, within 2 weeks, then I'm going to take the whole box to the charity shop. So this is going to get full and I'll update you guys in a little bit. So the whole table is full now, and I'm going to take one photo of it all and see if anyone wants to collect for £3. If not, they will be heading to the charity shop. These were crafts I made for Halloween. It was sort of like my first ever crafts, and it's all on my channel. It was when I first started out, so it's a bit funny looking back, and I think I've improved a lot. But yeah, it was like a graveyard, and this was a mobile with some cheesecloth ghosts hanging down and pumpkins and some bats, and this was a spider web nest. This was an illuminated ghost made out of a milk bottle, and the back has a place where you can slot in your LED lights. So far I've moved everything out of the box into a black bag and put everything else inside here. The next thing that I've done is wash out any containers with old projects in. So this had a lotus plant in with some artificial water, and I've got the artificial water washed out, and that was some blue hair gel. And so I've did that to think about four containers so far. So I've got a few containers to reuse. Here I've set up another set of things that I don't really want or need. So, well, we don't need a lot of this stuff, but so I'm going to take a photo and see if this sells for £2 to £3. If not, then they're off to the charity shop also. I also did the same here for some squishies that I've made on my channel. So I've taken a photo, put it for a really low price, just £1 for everything. And if it sells, then all well. If it doesn't, then they'll also be heading off to the charity shop. So it's just a matter of what you can reuse, what you want to display, what you want to gift, what you want to throw, what you want to put on for a charity shop, and what you want to try to sell. Guys, this is taking so long. I'm really hungry and tired, and I'm kind of, you know when you just start something and you wish you didn't? But yeah, I think that it's definitely going to take me longer than I anticipated, because I kind of think I can push myself and do everything magically in a few hours, and that's not going to happen. So I made a bag here and went through even all the natural things I've got from the park and only kept the bare minimum. I've got that, and then this, got all of those, all of the shelves up here to sort out, and then I've still got that bag to sort through, and this needs to be done. This I've done the majority, and this I've done the majority, but I still need to sort these out. I've put up all my plants up here, and then I've got the terrible table to sort over there. So yeah, this is basically how it looks behind the scenes. So yeah, I've got this chaos going on in the background while I'm filming over there, pretending everything is cool and okay. And whenever I empty a shelf, I just like to wipe it or clean before I start putting anything new on there. Time to shift all of this stuff down here and move on to the next shelf. And my cats seem to think whenever I move something that it's for them. No, apparently not. Okay, so it's 12:34 AM and I have been at this almost all day. Excuse all the mess, this is literally from all of the cleaning, so I haven't vacuumed yet. But here, all of this space here, I haven't been able to walk here for months. I just haven't got round to organising all of this that was on the floor, and I've finally done it. Look at this, a whole massive black bag of rubbish. This is just pure rubbish. So I had all of this just lying around for absolutely no reason whatsoever, except stressing me out and taking up space. Okay, and remember that bag? It was full of stuff, like really full. That's where all of this stuff came out from that bag. And this stuff here, look, a majority of it came from this bag here. And I've got one more item which I wanted to show you guys. Isn't he freaky? Look at all of this. Just boxes that I keep hoping that I'm going to use. It's really hard throwing things away. I'm not like a hoarder, I'm a crafty hoarder, so I just sit there thinking, I could definitely use that, that will definitely become handy. And then this is what happens, you just have a stack of things. And you know what the worst thing is? When you throw something away and you make something and you think to yourself, oh, I need that, I have that, and then you go and get it and remember you've thrown it away. That's the worst thing, when you've thrown something away and you've had it for so long and then you suddenly need it just after you've thrown it away. So yeah, that's where I am checking in till now. This is everything that I've done, and can't wait to show you all the actual finished thing. So I'm not going to bore you any longer, and I'm going to finish sorting all of these areas out off camera, because I think I have showed you everything that I need to or could show you, all of my little tips or whatever I do. And I'm going to film a finished room tour on another video, so I'll see you then. Thank you for watching. Bye.